Hello, my beautiful and powerful Scorpio souls, and welcome back to the Mystic Astrozen. I want you to come close, to tune out the noise of the world for just a moment, and listen with the deepest part of your being. Can you do that for me? Because today, we are not just talking about astrology. We are speaking directly to your soul, to that ancient, wise, and all-knowing part of you that sees beyond the veil and recognizes truth when it hears it. You are not here by accident. There's something you've been sensing, a quiet shift within, a magnetic pull drawing you to a truth that cannot stay hidden any longer. This message found you because your spirit is ready to receive it. So take a deep breath in and let your shoulders drop. You don't have to carry everything alone. This is your sacred space now, your sanctuary of knowing, healing, and alignment. And if you feel that, if your soul has been longing for clarity, for guidance, for meaning, then I invite you gently, not out of urgency, but out of resonance, to subscribe to this channel, not just to stay connected, but to honor the deeper path you've already started walking. Because here, we speak your language. We walk with you through the fire. We rise together. Now, let's begin. The month is August 2025, and something extraordinary is happening in your chart. A hidden force within you is waking up. But with that light comes attention, and not all of it is pure. The tarot reveals a startling truth about who's really been watching you rise, and what their jealousy means for your next transformation. Are you ready to see clearly, Scorpio? August 2025 is not just another month in the calendar, Scorpio. It is a cosmic turning point tailored specifically for you. The stars are aligning in ways that activate your deepest truths, your suppressed power, and your divine mission. Under these skies, your energy becomes magnetic, undeniable, and radiant. You may not be seeking attention, but the universe has chosen you to be seen, and seen clearly. Transits this month spark intense movement in your 10th house of visibility, ambition, and legacy. Pluto, your ruling planet, speaks directly to your destiny, and Mars ignites your drive. This combination is a spiritual ignition, and you'll feel it not just in your circumstances, but in your cells. There will be moments of clarity, downloads from the divine, when you suddenly understand why you had to go through the pain, why you had to walk alone, and why your silence was misunderstood. But as you rise into this new energetic signature, not everyone around you will celebrate. Power, especially when earned through pain, makes some people uncomfortable. And the brighter you shine, the more shadows you illuminate, not just your own, but theirs. This is where the tarot begins to speak. Already, I feel the presence of the Sun card, a radiant symbol of triumph, clarity, and divine favor. But beside it flickers the moon, whispering of illusions, hidden motives, and veiled watchers. These energies aren't here to scare you. They're here to prepare you. You are stepping into a timeline where everything accelerates, but you must discern what is aligned from what is attached. August holds the blueprint of your rise, but it also exposes the energies that cannot ascend with you. The ones who once clapped for you in public, but whispered doubts in private. The ones who feel threatened by your light because they haven't claimed their own. Don't worry. You don't need to confront them. The stars will do that for you. And what's revealed will set you free. Scorpio, as your power awakens in August 2025, so does the attention around you. Some of it obvious, but much of it hidden behind veils of silence. You might have felt it already, The lingering glances, the passive remarks, the sudden shift in energy when you walk into a room. It's not your imagination. The tarot whispers of the Page of Swords, the observer, the silent watcher, the one who studies from a distance. This is someone who's been keeping tabs on you, not always with malice, but rarely with full support either. Then comes the Seven of Swords, deception cloaked in politeness, envy hidden behind a smile. And finally, the Moon appears again, affirming that not all is as it seems. There are people in your energetic field who are drawn to your light, but don't know how to hold their own. And instead of growing, they watch. Instead of celebrating, they compare. Instead of rising with you, they shrink into judgment. There are three kinds of watchers. First, the silent supporters, those who admire your strength, but remain in the shadows, afraid to show up. Second, the passive enviers, who don't mean you harm, but feel triggered by your evolution. And third, the active jealous ones, who secretly compete, copy, or wish for your fall. But here's the truth, Scorpio. You are not meant to shrink to make anyone else feel safe. Your growth is not a betrayal. It is your birthright. And the more you honor your path, the more the universe reveals who is truly aligned. Don't chase clarity. It's coming. This month, dreams may become vivid. Unexpected emotions may rise when you're near certain people. You may sense an urge to pull away from certain connections without knowing why. Trust that. Your intuition has always been 10 steps ahead. This is the season of revelation. And those who have been watching, they're about to show their true face, not because you forced it, but because your light leaves no room for shadow. Keep shining. You're not here to be watched. You're here to lead. Scorpio, you are not just powerful. You are transformative. Your presence doesn't merely walk into a room. It stirs the atmosphere, challenges comfort zones, and calls unspoken truths to the surface. And that, my love, is exactly why some people become uncomfortable in your glow. Jealousy is never really about you. It's about the parts of themselves they haven't dared to meet. Your courage to rise from darkness, to turn pain into wisdom, and to sit in your own silence without fear, becomes a mirror. And in that mirror, they don't see your flaws. They see their avoidance. They see their hesitation. They see the life they could have lived had they chosen healing over hiding. The tarot reveals the Devil card, a powerful symbol of attachment, comparison, and projection. This is the energy of those who feel bound by their own limitations. Yet instead of facing them, they stare at your progress with resentment. You may ask, why me? Why does my growth threaten them? The answer is spiritual, because your evolution exposes stagnation. Your bravery disrupts illusion. Your light reveals where they've dimmed their own. And when someone hasn't cultivated inner peace, someone else's joy can feel like an attack. But listen closely, Scorpio. You are not responsible for shrinking. Your light to make others feel less burned. You didn't come here to tiptoe. You came here to transform. This month, you'll notice moments when someone's energy shifts as you share good news. When your intuition quietly says, they're not clapping for you. Believe it. This isn't to make you paranoid. It's to make you aware. There is nothing wrong with your brightness. Their jealousy is not a punishment. It's a signal. A sign that your path is working. That you're becoming undeniable. That your authenticity is causing a ripple in the places where people are still pretending. And that's okay. You're not meant to stay small for someone else's comfort. You're here to show what happens when someone dares to rise, even when others wish they wouldn't. Keep walking. You're not here to trigger. You're here to transform. Scorpio, now that you know not all eyes are kind, it's time to protect what's sacred, your energy. Your aura is not just a glow. It's your personal force field, your spiritual skin, your unseen temple. And in August 2025, as your light intensifies, so must your boundaries. The tarot brings forth the Nine of Wands, the sacred guardian, the soul who has been through battle and now stands watch. This isn't about fear. It's about discernment. When your frequency rises, lower vibrations get agitated. And sometimes, those closest to you carry cords of comparison, projection, or silent sabotage. So how do you protect your field? Start with intention. Each morning, before you speak to the world, speak to your own spirit. I call my power back from all places it does not belong. I am sovereign in my energy. Then visualize a golden light wrapping around your body, soft but impenetrable. A divine cocoon that filters what enters and exits. Use physical tools if you feel called. Black tourmaline in your pocket. Sea salt baths to cleanse residue. A glass of water near your bed to absorb leftover emotions. You are not being too sensitive. You are energetically aware. Emotional vampires do exist. People who drain you with their presence, complaints, or subtle competition. You don't need to confront them. You just need to disengage with grace. The high priestess appears now, silent, radiant, inwardly powerful. She teaches us that not everything requires a reaction. Some energies are best met with stillness. Some people lose access, not because you hate them, but because you love yourself more. This month, make it your practice to pause before you respond. To ask, is this mine or someone else's? Because the more you protect your light, the further it will carry you. This season is not just about who's watching. It's about who you allow in. Guard your gates, not out of paranoia, but out of reverence. Your soul has worked too hard to arrive here unprotected. Let your presence be open, but your energy protected. You are sacred. Treat your field like it is. Scorpio, you've always had the gift of sensing what's unsaid, reading between the words, hearing what isn't spoken aloud. But in August 2025, your intuition sharpens even more, and with it comes the ability to see clearly through the fog. The fog I speak of is not weather, it's people. It's the charm of false supporters, the warmth of words that don't match the energy behind them, and the lingering feeling that something or someone is off. The tarot places. The Three of Cups reversed into our hands now, a warning of shallow connections masked as loyalty. They may laugh with you, cheer you on publicly, but quietly compete behind the scenes. Then the Five of Wands arrives. Tension, subtle conflict, unspoken rivalries. And finally, the Two of Swords, the moment of inner decision. Will you pretend not to see, or will you honor what you already know? Here's the truth, Scorpio. Not everyone who smiles at you is safe, and not everyone who's silent is against you either. This season is about discernment. Pay attention to how people respond to your joy. Do they celebrate with you, or suddenly go quiet? Do they only reach out when they need something, or do they truly see you? Energetically, your body will speak. First, you'll feel drained after certain conversations. You'll sense a subtle pressure in your chest, or a tightness around your crown. These are signals. Honor them. You are not being unkind for choosing peace over performance. You're not being rude for distancing yourself from those who make you feel small. You are protecting your alignment. And in doing so, you create space for truth to flourish. Scorpio, this month asks you to let illusions fall. Not to cause drama, but to cleanse your circle. Because your next level will not support masks. The divine will do the work. People will reveal themselves. All you need to do is trust what you feel the first time. The fog is clearing, and what you see now is real. Scorpio, as the world begins to notice you, some in admiration, others in envy, a quiet test emerges. Will you stay focused, or will you be pulled into the noise? Because attention is not always affirmation. Sometimes it's distraction, dressed in flattery. The tarot lays down the chariot now, the card of unwavering movement forward, reminding you that destiny doesn't wait for permission. But alongside it, the Five of Swords appears, conflict, ego battles, the temptation to prove yourself or explain your worth. Don't. This month is not about proving anything. It's about protecting your focus like sacred fire. You've worked too hard, healed too deeply, and risen too far to turn back for validation. The moment you feed the noise, whether through gossip, defensiveness, or over-explaining, you leak power. So instead, choose silence. Choose clarity. Choose your mission. Create rituals to anchor you. Every morning, place your hand on your heart and speak this. I honor the path I'm on. No voice outside of me defines who I am. Limit screen time, especially on days when your energy feels fragile. Cleanse your space, not just physically, but digitally. Unfollow, mute, delete, not out of spite, but to preserve peace. Ground yourself in stillness. Touch the earth, hold a crystal, light a candle, listen to your breath. Let these simple actions bring you back to center. And when the world tries to rattle you, remember this truth. Noise is a test of alignment. If you know your path is blessed, walk it, even when others are shouting. Because true power isn't loud, it's focused. And your intuition, now stronger than ever, is your compass. You will feel it vibrate when something is right, and recoil when something is off. Trust it. You don't need to justify your glow. Just keep glowing. This season is about spiritual precision, tuning out the opinions, the projections, and the jealousy, so you can hear the only voice that truly matters, your own higher self. That voice, Scorpio, is guiding you somewhere extraordinary. Stay on the path. And don't look back. Scorpio, now that you've reclaimed your energy, shielded your space, and silenced the noise, a new question rises from within. What will you do with this power? Because this moment, this surge of visibility, clarity, and divine alignment is not just happening to you. It's happening for you. And through you. The tarot offers the Ace of Wands, the ignition spark, the divine idea, the creative surge. This is your soul being handed a torch. But how you carry it, that's where your evolution truly begins. Your power is not random. It's been forged in fire, in heartbreak, in betrayal, in silent nights when no one clapped for you, but you kept going. So now, with the universe watching, with portals open and energy flowing, you must decide, will you use this momentum to impress others, or to fulfill your mission? You are not here to convince anyone. You are here to create. You are here to build, to heal, to lead, to transform spaces with your presence. The Justice card enters now, reminding you to align your outer life with your inner truth. If it doesn't fit the future version of you, it's not meant to stay. Use this power to make bold decisions. Apply for what you thought you weren't ready for. Say yes to the opportunity that scares you because it stretches you. End the cycle that drains your joy. Begin the project that's been whispering in your soul for months. Your energy is not just potent, it's precise. It can slice through illusion and carve new pathways in places no one dared walk before. But only if you own it. You've already earned this strength. Now you get to channel it. With focus, with faith, with full presence. This is no longer about survival. This is about impact. So ask yourself, Scorpio, if I truly believed I was powerful, what would I begin today? Because August 2025 doesn't just hand you energy. It invites you to embody it. And the world doesn't need more noise. It needs your clarity, your truth, your transformation in motion. Scorpio, the universe has a quiet way of bringing truth to the surface, not with drama, but with precision. August 2025 is the month where veils are lifted, masks fall, and hidden energies step into the light. You won't need to force anything. You won't have to ask hard questions. Because this month, life will show you. People reveal themselves not through words, but through energy. Through pauses, through reactions, through silence when they used to cheer. The tarot reveals the tower now, not as destruction, but as revelation. What was built on shaky ground cannot survive in your next season. The divine is exposing what you didn't see before and protecting you in the process. Those who secretly resented your rise, they'll slip, they'll speak. They'll withdraw when your light shines too brightly. Don't take it personally. Take it as confirmation. Their absence is your redirection. Their resistance is your release. Energetically, you may feel a wave of clarity in unexpected moments. A conversation that suddenly feels off. A friendship that starts to feel heavy. A family connection that begins to drain instead of nourish. You are not imagining it. This is spiritual clarity in motion. You prayed for truth, and now it's arriving. But here's the power, Scorpio. You don't have to respond with fire. You can walk away with grace. You can release without burning. The bridge. Let karma do what it does best. Your job is to rise, not retaliate. Remember, what exits your life now is making space for what honors your soul more deeply. The universe does not take without replacing. What's being exposed now is clearing your path for something pure, aligned, and powerfully destined. And when you feel the sting of disappointment, remind yourself, they didn't change. I just finally saw them clearly. This is your freedom. The truth you once feared is now the clarity you crave. August 2025 is your season of divine exposure, not to hurt you, but to liberate you. Walk away from what's false, and prepare to receive what's true. Scorpio, you've seen the signs, you've felt the shifts, and now you stand at the edge of something sacred, not just a new chapter, but a new version of yourself. One that no longer explains, no longer hides, no longer dims. This August, you are being asked to protect your power not out of fear, but out of reverence. You've earned it. You've bled for it. You've cried for it in the dark while no one was watching. And now the universe says, shine anyway. The tarot closes. With the star, a symbol of hope, of divine healing, of light that cannot be extinguished. You are that light, and you are not here to fit into places that resent your glow. You are here to rise, and in doing so, awaken others by example. So as you walk forward, remember, not everyone is meant to go where you're going. Not everyone will understand your boundaries. Not everyone will know how to love someone who no longer seeks approval. But that's okay. The ones who are meant for your next level will meet you there, not by force, but by frequency. So breathe, Scorpio. Feel the weight lifting. Let go of the watchers, the doubters, the masked supporters. Your soul is clearing space for miracles. And if this message resonated, if something deep inside of you whispered, "Yes, this is me," then this channel, the Mystic Astrozen, is your sanctuary. A sacred space where your power is not questioned, it's celebrated. Subscribe, not just to stay connected, but to stay aligned, to walk this journey together, to remember your truth, even when the world forgets it. And now, I ask you gently, leave a comment below. Share your experience. Have you felt the jealous eyes? Have you noticed who faded when you rose? Your voice matters here. This is your space to be fully seen. Scorpio, August 2025 is yours. Not because someone gave you permission, but because your soul finally claimed what it always knew. Protect your power, own your light, and keep walking boldly toward the destiny that's already waiting for you. You are not alone, and you are never meant to be.